Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ralfyaka. Well, I just watched the news, and so today, no figure reviews, no WWE videos. Sorry, guys. I know you guys probably wanted to see some more, but my computer over there is being an asshole, and it's like having that issue where it used to shut off after 5 fucking seconds. But anyways, all right, getting to the topic at hand. Who the fuck? Okay. Why the fuck is Governor Patterson actually making people regret even voting for him just because now we look like dumbasses for voting for him in the first place just because Barack Obama's his friend. It's a bunch of bullcrap. Fucking want to cut the I got a problem. I got a problem with this. One, you cut the fares to that city and shit back in the summer and you make us pay out the ass for it. Like 25 more cents, what the fuck? It's like WWE raising their pay-per-views as if it's our fault why things happen that way. Alright? Two, well, getting back to that, what they need to do is look into all the bullshit that's going on or whatever and stop pussying out and stop acting like little kids and whatnot and like grow a fucking pair. And on top of that, what they also need to do, stop acting like that kid who doesn't want to share their toys or their cars with somebody else. And or that they don't want to give their time for something like that. Stop acting like that one little kid who thinks they're so special that they don't have to share anything and that, that everything has to belong to them and shit. I mean, it's stupid that the government wants to fucking just take away all that shit. Two, another big mistake that they're making is fucking taking away free student MetroCard passes. I mean, I'm in college now. It doesn't affect me, but it still affects me because my brother, 13 years old, he's about to start high school next year. My sister, who still has like 1 or 2 years left of high school. My little brothers, who aren't even 6 yet. My two youngest little brothers. I mean, that is absolute bullshit. Really, it's absolute bullshit because half of these people just want to fucking make everybody fucking lose their money as if it's their fault. Do not dangle a carrot in front of a rabbit if you're not exactly going to give it to them and you're going to force them to give you something. Alright? Do not dangle that in front of them. And on top of that, and you want to hear a better example? Maybe that'll fucking make them think. Do not dangle a fucking steak in front of a dog if you want him to give you something that he doesn't have. Alright? A dog will fucking bite you. And not no bullshit little bite when they don't have teeth. No, a fucking hard bite. And you know what? And what I'm proposing is for some people to not even bother with fucking writing MTA. I know it's hard or whatever, but you know what? Since all these people want to be all funny with the money or whatever and think that, it should be only theirs and they shouldn't use it on anything, listen, you're only pushing this recession even further. So it's more complete bullshit upon bullshit with the next side of bullshit if you just fucking constantly just keep jacking up the price of everything as if it's everybody else's fault except your own. It's partially the government's fault because they don't fucking put money into anything. They think that they don't have to. They think that they're not obliged to do that shit. They have to fucking do that shit. I mean, they're targeting fucking disabled people. It's not even their fault, and they can't even, and they have to get around and shit like that. You're targeting fucking students who get that shit for free. I mean, back in the 70s, people paid a lot of money and sometimes even hopped the line just to get on the train. They paid a lot of money for a student pass. And they had to, and some of them even wondered if they were going to get holidays off, so that way their parents would have to pay out the ass. It's utter and complete bullshit. It's like the shit with music today. It's like you raise your standards so high for everything like that, and what happens? What you raise your standards for are not all that good, and then you drop it, and then you start listening to little fuckfaces like Jonas Brothers, Lil Wayne, Soulja Boy, those little fuckheads who think that it's all cool just to look all trendy and shit, and fucking Kid Cudi or whatever, and Black Eyed Peas. Now you see him doing that type of techno deal or whatever. Yeah, all of a sudden out of nowhere. Yeah, and you got that hypocrite Fergie in your group acting like she's still 25 or whatever, when she's really fucking in her 40s. It's just like that. It's like when you buy those fucking things for the CDs and shit, the fucking jewel cases and shit. They fucking fall apart on you, and you want to put them in a casing to carry all those CDs, and those shits fall apart and shit. And it's even worse. I mean, you wonder why people do things that are illegal now as a method to get shit. Because everybody is just overcharging for them and just making it even worse for anybody to even think about it. I'll tell you something though, I was guilty of hopping the line before and shit. I was guilty of doing that shit before a long time ago. I got ticketed for it, but you know what? I felt like I wanted to send a message to all those assholes at the fucking city and shit that think that, it's okay to do that. Because you know what? I mean, the first day I noticed that they jacked up the price, I was complete bullshit, and dude, I need to fucking eat. There's hardly any food in the fucking house. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking sit around in a house and starve myself and shit like fucking Paris Hilton and think one almond is okay to eat, as long as, that's just it. No, that's bullshit. What people need to do is stop screwing around with all that shit, I mean, I usually do figure reviews and I'm a little jokey and shit like that and I'm a little happy or whatever, but today, it fucking pissed me off. So yeah, that's just my story on it, and it's like a lot of bull crap with the whole system with like everything, that they just want to jack up the price and want to basically, they point the blame to somebody else, but they're the ones doing it. But I noticed, like, I saw the meeting right now where they like decided on that shit, and I noticed that half of the people in there, actually no, almost everybody, they didn't want to. They did not want to. They did not want to, like, have that shit, like, jacked up or whatever and, like, take away all the service and shit. Because, it's just stupid to make people pay for more, like, make people pay more for less. It's kind of stupid, I mean, don't you usually make people not pay as much for more? I mean, now you're going to fucking hear that a fucking train ride is going to be, like, $10, and then everybody has to pay $20 just to fucking go to and from school and shit. And now you got like students and shit like that. It's freaking horrible how everything is, and I think everybody's fucking going crazy just because they saw that movie 2012 and they actually think it's gonna happen. And I'll tell you, and I'll address that right now. It's not gonna happen. It's just the end of that calendar. That's one of those things that'll only happen. It'll only occur if you actually believe it'll happen. Same thing with like all the bullshit with the money and all that. If you believe it's gonna go to shit, then it's gonna happen. But if you assume that it could work out better, then maybe it will. But people just don't like to take a gamble nowadays. They think it's too, Some people, I understand why, but everybody else, they just want to be like little pussies and shit like that. And that I do not condone. I think everybody shouldn't, suffer, especially the working class people, because not everybody has a car. Not everybody has a big house that they paid for right out of their own pocket and not had to make a deal with the bank. No. Not everybody has it like that. So they should really stop basically picking on people in the working middle class, mainly us over here. I mean, if you see how people live where I live or whatever, you can tell it's not going to make anything that much easier. And it's not even affecting people who have a lot more money, because they already got fucking cars with people driving them over and shit, so they don't have to worry about shit. And it's like utter and complete bullshit that people have to worry about that. It's really sad. I mean, no wonder why you see so many people hopping the line and doing all this bullshit. No wonder why you see people like trying to steal all the time. I mean, this time it actually makes more sense to do that shit than to buy shit, because it's like with pay-per-view, like I mentioned before. I mean, yeah, you got Justin TV, so a lot of people are gonna be flocking over to that instead of paying $45 for your fucking pay-per-view. You know what I'm talking about, definitely. So. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on everything like that, and yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, and let me, and tell me your stance on everything, because like, apparently I know a few people I know, like they take the same stance as me, that it's utter complete bullshit, like everything else that's gonna, when it's going down the toilet, like so many other things nowadays. Well, yeah, see ya. This is Ralfyaka, aka Jason Todd 809.